Hey guys, welcome back to another pick a card reading. I'm sorry I've been taking a bit of a break over the last couple weeks from shooting. I've just been really busy with school and stuff, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. But I'm back today and we're gonna be taking a look at what other people find shady about you. Also, just a side note, if you can hear the winds outside, I'm sorry, it's really windy. So yeah, if you guys are new to pick a card readings, we have 4 piles here. Pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So feel free to pause this video as always to choose which of these piles you feel the most drawn to. And then once you've chosen, step forward to the timestamp in the description box below. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and without further ado, let's start with pile 1. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. For all of you who chose this gorgeous ametrine. I love this. Okay. Let's get right into your reading and see what other people find shady about you. Okay. To start off with your tarot, we have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Tower, as well as the Magician. Okay. Okay, so the first thing, well actually the main thing that I get from these cards is that you guys have your own agenda, okay? Like, other people think you're shady because they don't really believe that you would just do something if you didn't benefit from it or if you weren't gonna like profit off of something. I know that sounds very materialistic. I think other people think you're shady in a more material way. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is a very patient, slow energy. So yeah, people could think you're a bit shady with money, that maybe you're a bit stingy. But I think the other main message is just that you guys have a hidden agenda, or rather your own agenda with the Magician here. And also the Page of Wands, because you guys will set out on whatever mission or journeys that you end up going on to further enrich yourself, okay? To other people, this might seem a bit selfish at times. Again, these readings aren't meant to be taken seriously. But it does feel very one-sided here. Some of you guys could be hoarders. It just feels like there's an emphasis on material accumulation here and just manifesting to further enrich yourself, okay? It's interesting that we have the Tower here because this can be a very disruptive, rash energy, especially having it next to the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like with you guys, sometimes you get mad or you'll change the mood of a setting and it seems to other people like it came out of nowhere. I feel like you guys have a way of turning the tables on people and surprising them when you get angry or when you get into, you know, some kind of fit, right? You can surprise people, but in a way where they think, why is she angry? Like, I thought we settled this, or that came out of nowhere. It does feel really random with you guys, but it can be shady to other people. Like, it seems shady when you guys do get angry for some reason. I think it has to do with you holding it under the surface for a long time with the Knight of Pentacles. Like, you'll pretend that something doesn't bother you, and then the next time you get into a fight with whomever got under your skin, you'll bring it up again and they're like, wait, what was that? I don't remember that. So yeah, definitely people think you're shady when it comes to furthering your own agenda and with money mainly, okay? Alright, for your next cards we have Adrift and Receptivity. Okay, so with Adrift, it can be the type of thing where people think you're only looking out for yourself. I feel like you guys have trouble committing to something, okay? It could be a person or a specific, it could be anything, okay? I just feel like you guys like to kind of go between. What I'm trying to say is that you don't choose to be loyal to one person or the other. You just choose to be loyal to yourself, right? Which this card, it can be a good thing, right? But in the context of this reading, because we're talking about shade, it can seem shady to others that you're not, like, it doesn't seem that you're looking out for them, that you aren't loyal to anyone. You're just adrift here. And that you let things happen. You never really steer in one direction or the other. Okay, and then receptivity. There's obviously a lack of balance here. I feel like you guys are good at going with the flow when you don't want to get into conflict with other people. It could also be that where you guys never say anything because you don't want anyone to have something to say about you, and you guys getting into conflict because of taking a strong stance on something. That's what I'm trying to say with the Adrift card. I feel like you guys like to stay pretty low on the radar of other people. I don't think you guys like attention or getting attention for the things that you do, because people easily misinterpret you, pile one. And I'm just saying, like, what other people find shady about you. I'm not saying whether it's true or not. It could be. And with the receptivity card, again, I just think this has to do with money. There's probably an imbalance between the flow of being able to give and receive. But it could also be that you guys don't like letting people in, and you could be a bit closed off too, which can be seen as shady. Okay, so for your next cards, we have the Juggler and Joker is Wild. Okay, so with the Juggler, this is kind of reminding me of the Adrift card. You guys juggle a lot of different things in your life, but you don't really ever commit to one thing or one person, okay? You go in between people, kind of like a messenger, and will be like, oh, well, they said that you did this, or something like that. It's like you guys want to stay out of the direct line of fire when it comes to this Tower card. But because of that, people see that in itself as shady, that you guys don't want to be a part of it. And then just as, like, interpret that as you having something to do with it, okay? That's what I see with the Juggler. This can be a sneaky energy. And then we have Joker is Wild. You guys can be outrageous. Maybe you have these sporadic moments that I was talking about earlier where to others it seems like you get mad out of nowhere. But I think also you guys aren't that consistent. Like, you can be very unpredictable, again, with the Tower. So it's hard to know where your loyalties lie and whether people can rely on you or not, okay? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna roll the Astro Dice just to get any last minute info on this. Pile 1. Okay. Yeah, we have South Node, 7th house, Taurus. Yeah, Taurus is money and resources, guys. Again, people think you're a bit stingy when it comes to money and that giving and receiving flow, okay? Also, because we have the 7th house. 7th house has to do with relationships. It's the house of the other. Okay, so people think you're shady when it comes to your dealings with others, and that you're not really consistent. Like, you swim between people, but that your loyalties are never clear. And then lastly, the South Node deals with things that we need to move past. it literally deals with our past and past lives, karma as well. So this could have something to do with the Tower and you guys needing to learn these lessons the hard way, of having people blow up in your face for not taking a stance or for only focusing on your own agenda, okay? Honestly, this is a pretty shady pile, okay? And it feels like even though you guys could be coming from a righteous place a lot of the time, that you still have some lessons to learn with this, because we have the Tower here. And this energy is very karmic and needs to be released, okay? So yeah, these are the main things I am receiving for you guys. So I will leave it at that. I hope you guys liked it. I hope it made sense. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's just jump right into it and find out what other people find shady about you. Okay, so we'll start off with your tarot. Okay, we have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Okay. Alright, something that's really shady about you guys is that you will make impulsive or quick decisions here, okay? I'm getting that you guys cancel a lot on people last minute. Yeah, people think you're flighty. The Knight of Swords here. I think people interpret that. People sometimes will take it personally. Like, oh, they canceled on me. Do they really like me? Do they even like me as a friend? People get paranoid because of what you do, Pile 2. Okay? And it's honestly confusing here with the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy, which equals confusion, alright? And paranoia. People sometimes are just like, do you even like me? Do you even want to do this anymore? And it's because you guys are flighty, you know? Like, you'll cancel last minute or make some excuse. And then the Eight of Pentacles makes me think that you guys have trouble putting in effort. This could be related to your career or relationships. But yeah, you guys have trouble slowing down here from the Knight of Swords. I think another shady thing about you is that you know a lot of people, or you know a lot of secrets from different people. I just get that there's something about you that people are kind of afraid of, and I think it's that you will spill the beans or that you'll pull out one of these swords and use it against them in the future, like someone's secret, or I don't know. Does that make sense to you guys? There is something, it just feels like there's something that people find scary about you, or that they don't want to get on your bad side because they know that this sword will come out and that you won't be merciful here with the Five of Swords. So yeah, people do get paranoid about you, that you don't really like them, or that you'll go against them if they make a wrong move or if they get on your bad side, okay? Yeah. Okay. We have freedom. It says independence, self-determination, as well as soul cage. It says rescue, escape from captivity, and restriction. Interesting. So both of these cards are opposites. Like, we have freedom and then we have cage, right? But I feel like it makes sense that they would go together because you guys hate being restricted, obviously. Like, maybe people misinterpret this as you guys being flighty when it's really that you guys don't want to get boggled down with commitments, or you're afraid of getting too close to someone. But obviously you guys like your independence, probably even more so than you like other people, okay? This is a strong theme with you guys, that you make strong decisions in the moment, and it usually has to do with you feeling uncomfortable or wanting to get out of a situation quickly. And then people are just like, what? What did I do? You know? And yeah, Soul Cage, this just reminds me though of like restrictive relationships and not wanting to fall into a trap basically with other people. So maybe some of these fears that I was picking up on, maybe that's partly on your end as well. You guys not wanting to get too close to people or have them restrict your freedom. Okay. Alright, so the next cards we have are Gypsy Columbine and Sacred Fool. Yeah, the Sacred Fool, this is kind of the Fool in its purest form, which means adventure, curiosity, an open mind, right? New beginnings as well. Maybe you guys are like babies at heart. You never want to grow up. You're like Peter Pan and you just want to go away to Neverland and never see anyone. Yeah, I do get Peter Pan vibes with this pile. Like, people think it's shady how you seem not to care about them. You know, I don't think it's that you don't care about people. I think you just don't want to get too close to people for fear that they'll hurt you or that they'll restrict your freedom here, guys. And Gypsy Columbine, this is also an energy of going from place to place. This card is nomadic, so again, like, you guys never stay for long. Also, it's clear that you know a lot about people. I just feel like you know people's secrets. People are very aware that you could hurt them if you wanted to. So again, people approach you with caution. Another message that's coming through is that sometimes you guys will put on the front of making things seem more perfect than they are in your life, because you have trouble getting close to people and telling them about your concerns or like the reality that you face every day. So I think people find it shady just in the way that it seems that you might be covering up certain parts of your life to look better than they actually are, you know, like with the Eight of Pentacles, like you got your ducks in a row and everything, like you're on track basically, when you might be this hanged man and feel like there's a part of you missing, or that life isn't being fair to you sometimes, okay? But yeah, with this pile, I would just say the main messages that I'm getting have to do with you guys being flighty, not making commitments to other people. They see that as shady. As well as you guys trying to cover things up in your life with the Hanged Man. This is very nebulous energy, okay? It's feeling kind of in the dark about something. So people do feel like you try to hide things from them or make things seem more perfect than they actually are. Okay, so the last thing I'll do is roll the Astro Dice just to get any last minute info for you guys. Alright, so we have Taurus, North Node, second house. Okay, guys. Yeah, the other pile got Taurus too. I think for the main message for them was that they had trouble taking a strong stance on something, and they were definitely shady with money. With you guys, I think it's that you try to make things seem more perfect than they are, because we have the North Node here, and the North Node is that point of aspiration. So it's clear that you're trying to sell this image of yourself this North Node image. Whatever your North Node's in, that's probably your friend that you put up. But no, it's a point of karma and self-evolution. So I think you guys do have some lessons to learn with regards to making commitments here with the Taurus energy and feeling like you can get close to people, okay? And then lastly, the second house deals with possessions, resources, or people think that you're powerful with the information that you know and the resources that you have potentially. Yeah, like I just get the feeling like people don't want to mess with you, pile 2, that you make it really hard for people to get close to you. But the second house, right, it's not just a material house, it deals with effort and values. So like the time and the effort that we put into relationships or to things that we value. So obviously for you guys, it's your freedom, it's your independence, and you guys try to protect that at all costs. So yeah, I just feel like sometimes it gets in the way of bonding with others, or you guys just leaving things up in the air for other people to deal with, okay? But yeah, the main things for you guys is that you're shady because of making rash decisions, questionable commitments with others, and that you guys try to make it seem that your life is more in order than it actually may be. All right. So yeah, these are the main things I am seeing for you guys. So I will leave it at that. I hope you liked it and that it resonated. If it did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day wherever you're at. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. Let's see what other people find shady about you. Okay, let's start off with your tarot. We have the World, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, and lastly, the Two of Swords. Okay, so you guys are very secretive here, whether it's intentional or not. You guys come off as shady because you keep like big things from other people. We have the World here. The World is huge, expansive energy. You keep huge secrets from people, okay? This could be like a whole separate life that you lead, pile 3, that you just keep a secret from other people. I'm seeing that you guys have like a big secret, or just that you keep a lot of stuff from other people, okay? We have the High Priestess here as well, and she's mystical, she's intuitive, and she sits in this gray zone between things being black and white. So yeah, like maybe you don't lie to people, but you intentionally decide not to tell people things, okay? The Page of Swords, you guys are really charming, like really charming to others, and you can talk your way out of any situation, any conversation. But there's like a lot of BS, okay, from you guys. Honestly, you might be the shadiest pile yet. We have the moon here. Secrets, okay guys, secrets. Maybe there's some secrets that you guys just don't even admit to yourself here with the Two of Swords. And it could be that as well, like that there are certain parts about yourself or certain things in your life that you just don't want to talk about because they're upsetting or you just have trouble reconciling with. So it could also be that. Also, these readings are supposed to be light and not meant to be taken seriously, okay guys? I'm just saying what it seems like to other people. And to them, it seems like you are being intentionally shady or secretive, okay? I also get that you guys are very well balanced. When I look at the World and the High Priestess, even the Two of, well, not really the Two of Swords, but both of these cards, right? We have, for instance, like the Black and White, she's balancing in between, and then the World, we have these 4 different zodiac signs surrounding it, so it just feels like a circle, like a complete circle. You guys are very well rounded and balanced, and it seems to others as well like you don't have anything to be shady about, because you guys are very prosperous and seemingly have a fulfilling life, okay? Whether that's true or not, that's what it seems to other people. Like you have no reason for hiding things or for being shady. But yeah, let's see what else we get. This pile is really curious. Okay, so we have Farewell to the Moon and the Unseen. Oh my gosh, you guys got the Unseen. It says too much is hidden from you. So we have the moon again, guys. The moon is a theme in this reading. Like 2 moons, another moon here. Okay, guys. So moon energy is very secretive, obviously. It's feminine. We have the High Priestess here. She's a divine feminine archetype in the major arcana. The moon also correlates to the emotions and our hidden self. So maybe you guys are just naturally more introverted and it doesn't seem to you like you're being shady when you don't say that much, okay? I'm just thinking of an example. Okay, the example that just popped into my head is you sitting at a table with people who, like acquaintances, and them all asking, what are your plans for next year, amongst themselves, right? And they're all talking and you guys will be like, yeah, but not tell them what your plans are, okay? Like you guys do that where, like in conversation with others, where you'll be chatting with them and be very polite and also manage not to say anything about yourself or what you're doing with your life. You guys just manage to not give a lot away about yourself, but in doing that, you are kind of giving away the type of person that you are. Pile 3. Okay, so the Unseen card. Okay, I feel like with you guys, it's kind of like a can of beans. That's how you see it with other people. So it's like if they really want to get close to you or know what you're about, right, then they are going to have to deal with everything else in that can, okay? It's like a whole package here. We have like 2 majors. Also, I just realized this is a 2 and this is a 2. So 2s deal with duality, relationships, decisions as well. I also think of intuition. 2s are very intuitive and wise. Maybe you guys just have a lot in your past that you'd rather other people, that you're trying to move away from yourself, so you don't want other people to know about it. You just don't see any point in telling others certain things about yourself. Also, and it could also just be none of their business as well, you know? Like, I kind of see where you guys are coming from in that way, because it could genuinely be, most of the time, that you have no reason for sharing information with others when it's like they're not really invested in you anyways, if that makes sense. So I do see where you guys are coming from, but I think sometimes you could, like, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more upfront, okay? So for your last cards, we have, ooh, okay, you guys got the Velvet Queen. Cool. And then we also have Divine Disguise. Yeah, okay, you guys do hide yourself from others. I don't feel like you put up an intentional front, though, that's like fake or anything. I think you just are more chameleon-esque and blend in with your environment. You will use your environment and the people who you surround yourself with to kind of put on that disguise for you, if that makes sense. So you can't be blamed for intentionally portraying yourself in a false way, okay? I hope this is making sense for you guys, but yeah. And then the Velvet Queen, I love seeing this for you guys. This is a very smooth, sweet energy. So as I said, you guys are great charmers, talkers, but also you guys are genuinely sweet. Like, I know you guys have a gushy middle. We have the High Priestess here. So yeah, even though you guys are withdrawn and more introverted, I don't think you guys do it to be shady, but I think it comes off shady to others when you are like more reclusive or just not being upfront about major things. All right, guys? So the last thing I will do is roll the Astro Dice just to get any last info on this pile. Okay, we have Gemini, Uranus in 6th house. Okay, so Gemini. Gemini is, well, Geminis are known for their communication, okay? As I've been saying, you guys are really great talkers, so much so that you can steer the conversation away from yourself to tease out the information that you want from other people without giving too much about yourself away. Uranus is a planet of upheaval and drastic change. It's also eclectic, okay? So, or eccentric, okay? That's a better word for it. So, you guys are probably weird. Maybe you're right to hide certain things from yourself, from other people, right? It could also be that too, where you try to hide things from yourself. But no, I think you guys do worry about other people judging you or being different, okay? And I think that's why you do what you do most of the time, because it's easier for people to just not know certain things about yourself. Okay? And then we have the 6th house. This is the house of everyday life, routine, habits, right? Yeah, I just feel like you guys come off as very normal, right? But you have some kind of secret going on or just something lurking in your past that is very big, okay? Like, you guys have a lot of stuff going on beneath the surface that you don't tell other people. But it's clear that you guys are being shady. Like, we have Gemini here. The thing is, Geminis don't try to hide what they're doing, okay? I also get that this is kind of like Gemini and Uranus together equals very unpredictable, surprising energy. Maybe you guys like to surprise people about certain things that you do or like who you really are, just, for the fun of it. Yeah. But overall, you guys are very shady. Like, out of 10, you are a 10, okay? Or at least a 9.5. And it's because you hide big things from other people, okay? So yeah, these are the main things I'm receiving for you guys. I hope it made sense. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later. Hey Pile 4, welcome to your reading for all of you who chose this gorgeous Celestite. Yes, this is your reading. Let's see what people find shady about you. Okay, let's start off with your tarot. Okay, we have Death. First card out. The Knight of Wands. Okay, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And lastly, the Six of Swords. Wow, okay. This screams drama or conflict, okay? I'm not gonna lie. We have death starting out this reading, so this is probably the most dramatic energy there is, you know, other than, well, you know, on par with the Tower and stuff like that. So yeah, we have, the way I see it is we have these two horses kind of squaring off against each other, the white horse and then this red horse. So I just feel like you guys get into trouble with other people. Like, you don't work well with other people. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe it's just that you guys like to go off and do your own thing, or just detach from the group and work by yourself as opposed to collaborating with others. You guys would rather work by yourself because you know what's best for you or what works for you, as opposed to being slowed up by getting involved with other people, okay? Yeah, like, to other people this seems like you guys are shady because you do stuff by yourself, independent of people, and they're like, hold up, what are your motives for that? Like, why aren't you working with that? Like, it seems a bit cocky, honestly, but it also feels at the same time like you guys start conflict because of that. Maybe you're not the one starting conflict with other people, but it's definitely like you're not helping pile 4, okay? You're on the outskirts of the group, so you guys aren't easily a target from others. And also at the same time that you make jabs at other people. Like, maybe you guys feed into the gossip or you spread gossip about other people, okay? And it might not even be from a bad place. It could, like, you guys could genuinely believe that you're looking out for others, but then it backfires on you, and then you just end up, again, like, moving away from others on the outskirts of the group, okay? I feel like a lot of the time with other people, it just backfires for you guys, and it's ultimately you're seen as shady because you get involved in other people's business, or unintentionally, like, you get caught up in the drama or conflict that plays out when your interests don't or like face off against other people's. All right. Okay, so the next cards we have are Air and the Mirror. Okay, so I feel like with you guys, what's the shadiest thing is communicating, okay? With you guys, you have a communication problem, and I don't know, I think it just has to do with things being taken out of context by other people. Like, you could say you have, you know, like, you're concerned about someone, like, I'm concerned that they might be going downhill, right? And then word will get around to that person, and then they'll confront you and be like, why didn't you say it to my face? Or stay out of my business, you know, things like that. And then it will just blow up in your face, pile 4. There's definitely a problem with communication. It could also be on other people's end as well. Again, like, what you say gets taken out of context. We have Air here, and this deals with the exchange of energies, right? It says breathing deep, exchange of life-bringing energies. So this is basically the exchange of flow, right? I feel like this has a lot to do with communication, the flow of communication and things going back and forth, the exchange of words, right? Your guys' words get taken out of context, and that you don't work well with others, okay? And it could just be because you have a strong will. You guys could be a bit domineering at times, and maybe that clashes with other people, or again, they will misinterpret you. I do feel like you guys get misinterpreted a lot. We have the Mirror here. I feel like this card does sometimes deal with projection as well. With you guys, I get that people will misconstrue things, like what you say, your intent behind things. I feel like you guys don't even like being in conflict with others. You guys hate drama, right? but you end up in it because people will target you for being on the outskirts, right? And for just having like a strong will, I feel like, because this card says know thyself, seeing who you really are. You guys are really in touch with who you are and your desires. So sometimes to people it comes off as too controlling or dominant. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we have the Maven of Masks and the Duke of Shadows. Yeah, guys, talk about shade. Like, you guys got the Duke of Shadows here. I don't know. With you guys, there could also be some projection going on. Like, maybe sometimes you get into conflict with others, or they misconstrue things because you're projecting onto other people some of your own past hurts or insecurities even. But also, I don't feel like you guys are really insecure. I think you have been hurt in the past, though. Like, you do have some hurts or concerns, rather, like concerns that you project onto other people. So when you say like, oh, I'm concerned about so and so, or, you know, sometimes it just comes off as you meddling in other people's business when you might just be, you know, coming from a genuine good place. Yeah. We have the Maven of Masks, and this is kind of like you guys trying out different forms of expression, you know, like putting on different masks, different fronts, right? But I don't see this as you guys being fake or anything. This is just you guys trying to get along with other people by putting on different faces depending on like who you're talking with. Like, I'm sensing some Gemini energy here. This is kind of that, you know, of being two-faced, but I don't mean it in a mean way to you guys. Like, don't take it personally. I'm just saying that what you do comes off as shady to other people because they perceive it as you kind of like stirring the pot, because there's something off here with communication. So people misinterpreting what you're doing, and it's not helping that we have these two horses kind of squaring off. People perceive that as you guys having a really strong will as well, okay? And then lastly, the Duke of Shadows. This is very sneaky, okay? I know I said Gemini earlier. Another thing that could be going on here is you guys just not acknowledging when you do mess up, or not being upfront about what your intent is, okay? Maybe that also is why people misinterpret you sometimes, okay, pile form? So the last thing I will do for you guys is roll the astro dice just to get any last minute info on this for you guys. Pile 4. Okay, we have Sagittarius, the moon, and third house here. Okay, the moon is very secretive. The moon just in itself is shady. But then we have Sag. Sagittarius is a benefic sign, like it's ruled by Jupiter. I feel like you guys are like generally coming from a good place, but people see it as shady or they misinterpret it, okay? We have the third house here, and this is the house of communication, okay? So there's just, yeah, like something's off with that for you guys. Like, you don't work well in a group setting. We have the 3 of Pentacles here in reverse. So, and then we have the third house. So 3 is the number associated with collaboration, with group efforts, right? So I feel like you guys are always on the outskirts of the group and easily vilified because of that, and just misinterpreted as being maybe a bit more aggressive or domineering at times. Okay, so these are the main things I'm seeing for you guys. I hope this reading made sense. If you liked it, feel free to give this video a thumbs up, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a super amazing day. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys later.